Morning students. I am Satbir Singh, computer teacher, Agarsen Public School, and hope how you will be better and doing well. I welcome you in our computer class of chapter number 2, that is computer system. In previous videos, we have discussed about what is number system, what are its types, bit, byte, and nibble. After that, we have discussed how to convert one number system into another number system. In the previous video, we ended the video with the conversion of decimal number system into binary and binary number system into decimal number system. In today's class, we will learn how to convert decimal number system into octal number and octal number into decimal number system into hexadecimal number system, and hexadecimal number system back into the decimal number system. Before starting that, I want to remind you the rules which we are to follow for converting one number system into another number system. We have 4 rules for this conversion. The rule number 1 says us that divide the decimal number system by the value of new base. New base means because we are going to divide to convert the decimal number system into octal number system. So we will divide the decimal number by the base of octal number system, that is 8. We will divide the decimal number by 8. We will record the remainder on the step 1, that will be the rightmost digit or the least significant digit of the new number. Then we again divide the quotient of the new base, that is 8, and again repeat the step number 2 to record the remainder and then divide the quotient by 8 again. The step number 3 will be repeated till then the quotients become 0. So we will dividing this number by 8 till then the quotient becomes 0. Now I am taking an example. 2568 means 2568, that is the decimal number system. I want to convert its octal equivalent. So rule number first says that divide the decimal number by 8. Now we are dividing it. 8 3 is 24, 1, 8 to the 16, 8 1 is 8, the remainder becomes 0. Now this, the first digit, it is the most significant digit of this division, and that will become the rightmost digit of the new number, that is octal number. Then we will divide this quotient 321 by 8, it will be 40 and remainder remains 1. Then we will divide this 40 by 8, 8 5 is 40, remainder 0. Then we will divide this 5 by 8, the quotient becomes 0 and remainder will be the 5, that is the least significant bit of this division. So we'll start writing from this, the 5, again 0, 1, 0, that is the rightmost or least significant bit of this new number, that is octal number. So we can say that 2568 decimal number is equal to 5010 octal number. So this was the conversion of the decimal number into the octal number. So like this, you can convert this decimal number into the octal number system. Now if we want to convert this octal number system into the decimal system back, we also have some rules to be followed. First of all, note down the place value of each digit. Then number 2 rule says that multiply each digit with its place value and the base. Third step says that what is the product of these multiplications and add them all or get the new number, that will be the decimal number system. For example, I am taking a number which we have just converted from decimal to octal. So this is the number 5010. The very first step of conversion of octal number into the decimal number system says that give the place values of the digit. It is the zeroth place, it is first, second and third. So to converting it back, we are to convert this 0 multiply by the 8 raised to power 0 of this. That is equal to 0. Second number have 1. This number multiply by 8 and raised to power this 1 equal to 8. Again 0. 0 into 8 raised to power 2 equal to again 0. Then 5. 5 into 8 raised to power this 3 value. That will be 2568, or how it can be possible, it will be 5 into 8 into 8 into 8, that is equal to 2560. So we will add all these values here, 2560 plus this 0 plus this 8 plus this 0 here, it will be equal to 2568 is the answer. So we can say that 2568, that is decimal number system, is equal to 5010 octal number. It has been proven by this example. Now it is the turn to convert hexadecimal number system into the decimal number or decimal number into the hexadecimal number system. Now I am taking 1000, easiest number. Its base is 10 because it is a decimal number system. I want to convert its equivalent, that is the hexadecimal number system, because hexadecimal number system has the base 16. So the first rule says us, first of all, prepare the table. Divide this number with the base of new number, because we are to convert it into hexadecimal number system. So base of hexadecimal number system is 16. We will divide it by the 16. 16 8 ja 96. 16 6 ja 96. Then 2 remainders become 8. Then again by 16. 16 3 ja 48, and here is 14 is a remainder. Then by the 16, here is 0 and this one is 3. Now we do not have this 14 in the hexadecimal number system. It will be represented by this E letter. Why letter? Because in hexadecimal number system we have the 16 characters from 0 to 9 and A to F. So this E will represent 14. Now we can say that 3E8 is the hexadecimal number system. It will be equivalent to 1000 decimal system. So if we want to convert it back again the decimal number system, for checking either we have converted it properly or not, what we will do, only take this number 3E, or you can say 14 and 8. The very first rule says that give the place values 0, 1 and 2. You can say that this 8 into 16 raised to power 0 is equal to 8. Again this E means 14 into 16 raised to power 1, that will be 224. That is the third number. That is 3 into 16 raised to power 2 means 3 into 16 into 16, that will be 768. Now we will add all these values. 768 plus 224 plus 8, that is equal to 1000. So here we have proved that 1000 decimal number is equal to 3E8 base 16 is equal to this hexadecimal number system. Now I am taking an example that is a smaller one number. I am going to take the very small number that is 22. The rule number 1 says us that divide this number by 16. 16 1 just 16 and remainders became 6 because it is remainder. It is also known as what? Most significant bit. Again we will divide this 1. It is comes 0 and 1. Our rule satisfy here that we will divide the number till then the quotient becomes 0. Quotient has been becomes 0. Now we will do means from here that is the least significant bit. You can start writing 1 6. Its base is, what is the base? 16, because hexadecimal number system is represented by the base 16. So we can say that 22 decimal means 10 equal to 16. 16 is the base. If we want to prove it back, how we can do it? This is the 16. Just take it. First of all, give the place value is 0, 1, 6 into 16 raised to power 0, that is only 6. Then we will take this 1 into 16 raised to power 1 means 16 multiplied by 1, that is 16. Now we will add all these. 16 plus 6 is equal to 22. So we can here prove that 22 base 10 is equal to 1 6 the base 16. It is equal to the 22 decimal number system equal to the 1 6 hexadecimal number system. Now we have totally proven that conversion of one number system and converting it back to its equivalent of the another number system. After this, now we are coming to the assignment portion. In this assignment, you will convert the following decimal numbers. Means you have been given 3 decimal number systems which you are to convert first into the octal number system. And after the conversion, whatever the number you will be getting, then you will converting that octal number into its decimal equivalent back again. Suppose you have 26568 is the number. First you will convert it into octal number system, and after when you receive the answer, then you will convert that answer into the decimal number system, so that we will be satisfied how we can convert it, like that 45 and 70. In question number 2, you also have again 3 numbers which you are to convert first into hexadecimal number system, and whatever the number you will be getting, you will convert them back to its decimal equivalent. You will be proven that you are going right. So it was all about this chapter, and you will be completing these 2 questions. Write them and submit them back so that they can be checked. So it was all about this chapter number 2. The chapter number 2 is over. And okay, thank you for watching this video.